there, what's happening? Coach Chris here at the Critical Bench compound, and you're probably wondering why I'm holding my sneakers in my hand. Well, number one, they really match this shirt very, very well, so I was very excited to do that little matching thing today. But beyond that, I'm actually holding them in my hands because I'm going to show you all these exercises barefoot, because I'm a firm believer that if you're looking to get the most out of these balance exercises, doing them barefoot will just lead to a stronger and better connection between your feet and your brain. When we do stuff barefoot, you even see like some old school videos of guys back in the day doing squats and deadlifts and all kinds of like heavy weight training barefoot. There was a reason behind that. Why did I train for 3 days to get my kettlebell certification barefoot? Because when you want to feel more grounded and rooted to the floor, you do things barefoot. Sneakers and even lifting shoes. I mean, there's some that are really, really flat and very thin sole, and that would be probably your best bet. But a typical cross trainer or running sneaker of any kind will certainly hide or mask the feelings that you're really trying to make stronger. So enough about that. Let me get into these top 5 exercises. I'm going to start right here I'll start with this one. Doesn't matter where I start. This is just a wobble board. There's different kinds. The wobble board is a 360-degree movement. There's a rocker board that's just side to side. Both of them are terrific. And I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do on these. One of my favorites is just trying to, level it out and then just do a basic squat exercise. So go down, say it might take you a few moments. Go down as deep as you can and try to keep it as level as you can. Now I'm doing this on a somewhat soft surface. I'm on a heavy duty mixed martial arts mat, so it actually is making this even more challenging. But the idea is I'm strengthening all these muscles in my legs, right? But I'm really having to focus in and think about what I'm doing. I mean, most athletes do a certain amount of squats, regardless of the sport, right? Whether you're a football player, a tennis player, a volleyball player, a baseball player, hockey, basketball. There's strength training in all sports, and squats are one of the best leg builders out there, right? For your quads, certainly, even hamstrings and glutes. Everything's working. Okay, so you got the idea for that. The whole purpose here, again, is you're trying to keep that board as level as possible. It's going to have 360 degrees of movement. So you are constantly trying to fight and find balance from side to side as you move vertically up and down. Great exercise. Start body weight. To intensify that, you can add weight, dumbbells in your hands. You can do it with your eyes closed. There's a lot of different ways to go with a wobble board or a rocker board. An RX pad. Okay, now, what's another great balance exercise for athletes? Well, how about just a very simple toe touch? But what I'm doing is, instead of standing on a somewhat hard surface, it flexes a little bit under my feet, but an RX pad or a big foam block like this is very squishy. So all of a sudden, just doing a very simple toe touch is a heck of a lot more challenging. So these are 2 great movements to begin. If you're doing it, let's just say you have you have your strength days and you have your conditioning days. Maybe you have an easier day where you dial it back the intensity and you just focus on your balance and do this. You don't think there's benefit in that? If you're an athlete, absolutely. It doesn't matter what kind of athlete you are, you need balance. NFL players need balance. How about these guys making these catches on the sidelines and keeping their toes in? Baseball players, having to be pretty dynamic on the field. whether they're running the bases or chasing down a ball, tennis players. I mean, there are a lot of different, whoa. So if you're not focused, see, I'm kind of focused on talking and not on my balance. So I'm trying to just move from my hips, keeping really good posture, and trying to keep my focus kind of maybe at the horizon. And then as I come down to touch my toe, my eyes kind of come in towards my foot where I'm actually reaching to. So horizon, toe touch, back up, and my head just kind of moves with my body. I'm not trying to like tuck my neck in. I'm not rounding my spine. I'm really trying to hip hinge with a slight bend in the knee. Do that for a series of reps on each side. You could do 5 reps on each side, 8, 10. You start getting really good, have a weight in your hand, right? So a lot of ways to go with the RX pad. I mean, that just scratches the surface of things that you can do with that. Okay, so let's get into some more movement. So I got 3 more exercises to show you. Why don't I just begin with a very simple bound? So hopefully you got some space. This would be great outside, or if you're where you train, there's a turf area. So just a single leg bounding, okay? So, you know, a lot of people are familiar with like a broad jump or a forward jump like that, but you're basically doing it on a single leg. So you'd bound, hold, bound, hold, bound, hold. I'll turn around. So you're strong, you're stable, boom, establish that same strong. If you have to tap your toe to keep from falling over, and continue, right? So here, bound, hold, bound, bound. One more time. You know, the better you get at this, the bigger the bound. Jump out to the side, jump further, right? So there's a way you can stagger it, you can do it more in a straight line. There are a lot of ways to go with that. Great exercise, gets you breathing heavy, gets everything engaged, gets you really building up the strength through the lower leg, right? The ankle and the knee, stability through the hip, everything, right? Okay, so that's a terrific one. We got a couple more. Let's go, we'll follow that theme. Now, all you need for this is either a rope like this. This is a battle rope, or what they call there's a lot of names for it. We'll call it a battle rope today. So this is great for a lot of reasons, but it's also great if you just need something to a target or something to jump over. So now I'm on a single leg again, and I can go side to side over the rope. Okay, and then go back with the other foot. And just keep going back and forth. So again, you can do, I don't want my pants coming down. This thing, my microphone here, I'm tugging my pants. Now, if you want to intensify this, what would you do? Well, you can increase speed, increase stride length. Right? So a lot of ways to go. Start small, build up. Okay, so that's another terrific exercise for athletes of all kind. Now, what do we got? We got one more? I think we got one more. So this is, I'm using these bumper plates as a step. So you might have, a little box step up thing, you access to that. If you don't, you might have just a flat bench, but maybe that flat bench is, 16, 18 inches high, and you might not be comfortable right out of the gate doing a single leg box jump, vertical jump on one leg. So by using something like this that you can stack, this is actually a great way to go because you can make incremental improvements. So let's say you start on your right, and all you're gonna do Jump up, jump down. Jump up, jump down. Great. Up, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a vertical movement, explosive, but it's not a ridiculous height that I can't do it for reps, and it's relatively safe. Okay, establish your foundation, up and back down. Try not to touch with the other foot. You're doing, I mean, if you have to put a toe down, then you have to put a toe down, not a big deal. But this is a great height to start with. This is probably roughly 12 inches. I was actually, before I started the video, I was doing a few on an 18-inch bench, and I said, I think that might be a little bit too high for anyone just starting out. So, from here, I think this is a great height to begin, 10, 12 inches or so, and then try to continually build up your height. Now, you might get to a certain height where jumping back down isn't really appealing to you, so step down, jump up, step down. This isn't too high, so I can jump up and down on this. So, hope you found these 5 balance exercises interesting for you athletes out there, regardless of the sport. These are 5 really good ones to start with, and certainly there are more advanced versions and more exercises that you can get into as well. Before you go though, I have a free gift for you. It's a free report all about why stretching won't make you flexible. It applies perfectly to what I'm covering today. There's 2 ways to get this report. Click the arrow underneath this video, that top link you see, criticalbench.com/stretching. Click that link, enter your email. You can download that report instantly. It's a terrific report. Or you can just click this box right here. Do the same thing, have that report immediately. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out these other terrific videos that we have on our channel. We thank you for joining us today. Leave some comments or questions, like this video, and we'll see you next time.